William Hill sponsors Seconds Out.
Thanks for the turnout. I'm sure you were very impressed with Callum Smith tonight. It was a good performance. He did what he had to do in spectacular fashion, and he cemented his place as the #1 super middleweight in the planet at the moment. He had a bit of a long time out after winning the World Boxing Super Series. I just hope that you were impressed with his performance tonight. He was calm, calculated, didn't rush in, and he finished the fight with a spectacular right hand. And it's put him on the shop window now for the likes of Canelo Alvarez, who called out Callum Smith a few weeks ago. And I've given Eddie Hearn the permission to go ahead and try and make that fight in September. If there's any problems with the Triple G Canelo Alvarez, it's all systems go for Callum Smith and Canelo in September. So it was a huge and pleased for Callum. Dan? Sweet to come.
Just to pass over to Callum, just to say a few words. Obviously, it's your first defence as a world champion. Those fights are out there for you now, so you must be delighted to get that win at MSG on your big US debut.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to perform at Madison Square Garden. I've said all week it was a special night for me to perform at such an iconic fight venue, and it wasn't always, obviously the result's the most important thing, but coming here it was about the performance. I've been out a bit longer than I'd have liked, and it was good to get in there and put a performance up, makes people sit up and take notice, and I believe I've done that tonight. I thought the performance was pretty good, and got to go a few knockdowns, and I say it was a win in the style that I felt I was capable of doing, providing I performed the way I know I can. And it's only the start. It's the second stage of my career now. It's the start of my journey as a world champion, and I plan on staying a world champion a long time. And I want the big fights. I want the big names. I want fights that motivate me. The fights that give me that bit of fear, where I know there's a chance I can lose if I don't perform. And I always feel that brings out a better performance in myself. And tonight was the start of that.
Just to open it up for a few questions. So if everyone's got a question, just raise your hand and please go on.
Hello, Callum. This is Callum. Well, first of all, congratulations on Liverpool won today. So
Yeah.
Do you have any message for Liverpool and the boys back home? That's the first part of the question.
Yeah.
Second part of the question, as a Mexican reporter,
Yeah.
you know the question was going to come out. Canelo Alvarez, he called you out. What are your comments towards him and a possible showdown? How do you think that will go down?
Yeah, the Canelo Alvarez is a very, very good fighter. I believe he's the best 160 in the world. I don't think there's a fighter at 160 who beats him. I think different. I think there's possible fighters who can beat him at 168. I think just the size difference evened it out a little bit, and if he does decide to move up in the near future, then it's a fight I will welcome and I will be willing to take, and it's a fight I do believe I can win. With regards to Liverpool, it was a good night for the city. It was good to win the Champions League, and then I stuck to my side of the bargain, so hopefully I can get home in time for the celebration. Thank you.
In Spanish? No.
I forgot what you told me to say, Callum.
Yep.
Yeah, possibly. I've got to sit down with my team and see what fights are the easiest to make, and what. It's not as straightforward as sometimes we'd like. But unification fights, they motivate me, they excite me. I've got one world title. I'd like to add a few more. So speak to this man here, and we'll see what the next step is. But I want to stay active. I want to keep fighting, and I feel I'm a better fighter when I'm busy.
Yes.
So, yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, just wondering if you could talk through again why there was such a long gap between your most recent fights and why you were hoping to get it to bring it down.
The gap was it was too personal. I wasn't injured or nothing. I had a long year in the World Boxing Super Series. The final kept getting postponed, and I felt like I was in the gym a long time, and I had a few months to rest and recover after that, and then I became a dad in January, and I didn't want to be in full-time training and away from home a lot when that happened, so I enjoyed that. I chose that over boxing, which I've always feel there's more important things in life than boxing, and was good to get back. Good to get back to doing what I do best, which is fighting. And it was good to be back in there tonight on such a massive occasion. And it was a huge platform, and I felt it was a platform that I did take advantage of.
I'll put it back in.
Well, I mean, the flattering thing is he seems to mention his name after every interview. So normally we should be calling those kind of fights out as well. So it seems like Golden Boy, DAZN and Canelo seem to like the fight with Callum Smith. I believe that Canelo and Triple G will end up at 168. It's how long Callum stays at 168. But, you know, Joe has told me that's a fight that he really, really wants. And, you know, we've seen Canelo taking on all challenges, Danny Jacobs potentially, Triple G next. But I know Callum's certainly ready for that fight, and a fight you're confident of winning.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh, it's a fight I am confident of winning. I believe I'll beat anyone at 168 in the world, regardless of whoever moves up or whoever moves down. I believe 168 is my division, and I'm willing to take on all comers.
Let me put my hat on. Here it is. Xavier Porter, BrooklynFights.com, Shoot the Five in the building. Eddie, you got Danny Jacobs. What about matching up Danny Jacobs against Mr. Smith, the champ, right there?
Yeah, it's a great fight. I mean, I don't think Danny's fully committed to 168 pounds yet, but obviously he has a big profile in the US. It's a fight I'd have to speak to Joe about, and Callum. That's a big fight in the UK and in the US. For me, I want to see him active. You know, he's obviously had the birth of his daughter earlier this year. This is his first fight of the year. It's June the 1st, and I'll be pushing Callum and Joe to try and get him out in September and December as well. I think, you know, he has a chance to get momentum. He can box on both sides of the Atlantic as well. And, you know, the Danny Jacobs fight's a great fight. Canelo Alvarez, Triple G, the other world champions as well. Yes.
So after your big world box in Super Series, a lot of people I think were surprised to headline a card in the UK. Is that a priority, or would you make the US name? Do you think you're going to make the US name?
Either. I've said that for a long time. I don't mind where I fight. I love fighting at home. I love headlining shows back at home. But you know, for this fight, the chance to fight at Madison Square Garden on Anthony Joshua card, which gets a lot of attention, I felt that was a bigger platform than headlining myself at home. And it's just whatever makes the most sense is where I'll go. And the same regards to fights. Whatever fight makes the most sense, whether it's back in the UK or in the USA, I'll go wherever.
Hello, Callum. Hi, this is Diego Moria from the Ring Magazine. Canelo, this is going to come up. The issue of the catch weight being Canelo's first foray into 168. How much are you willing to accommodate in terms of weight to make this happen, to make the fight happen?
Yeah, I wouldn't do a catch weight. If he wants to fight, I'll fight him at 168. I'm the champion at 168. If he wants to be a champion at 168, then we'll fight at 168. No. I'm a very big 168, and no, I feel I'm the champion. He's moving into my weight division. I wouldn't go down.
Is there any possibility of the September date that they booked in Vegas for fights on Canelo? Is that beyond the bounds at this stage?
I think the priority for them, pending Triple G next week here, is Canelo against Triple G. I mean, obviously, Demetrius Andrade is the other belt holder in the division. They don't seem to be mentioning his name. They seem to be mentioning Callum's name. So we hope that's for real. I'm sure Joe and Callum would be up for the fight in September for sure. I think Joe's already made that clear. But I know that their focus is on the third fight. But obviously, if we're going to be boxing in September, then I'm sure he'd jump at that fight whenever it presented itself. All right. Thank you, guys. Well done, Callum Smith. Well done.
William Hill sponsors Seconds Out.